Bonjour, comme ça va? Bonjour à tous. Ça va bien from my side and welcome to this class. Okay, bienvenue dans la classe. Today we're going to be doing lesson 8. Okay, today we're going to be doing lesson 8, la cuisine française. It's a French cuisine that we'll be learning about. Okay, so before we start today's class, I would like you to take a few minutes in silence. Thank God for these moments, these times, and all that you're going through around you, whether it's good or bad. Okay, so please keep silence and make a small prayer. Also offer this class and all those who are studying with you in this class and all that you're going to be learning, okay, throughout this class. So once you're done, you can open your eyes. All right, so today we're doing lesson with la cuisine française. Okay, so today's lesson is all about the French cuisine, and it is a lesson that we've done also in the past, yet we are doing it once again. I'm sure you must have come across the French cuisine earlier, but today we're going to be learning something more in depth about it. Okay, so let us dive deeper into it. Well, lesson 8, la cuisine française, the French cuisine. La cuisine française a évolué au cours des siècles selon les changements sociaux du pays. The French cuisine has evolved over the course or over a span des siècles of centuries selon les changements according to the changes sociaux du pays, social changes of the country. According to the social changes of the country. En France, il y a beaucoup de styles de cuisine. In France, there are a lot of French cuisine styles et des traditions régionales and regional traditions. Très varié, very varied. Okay, so there are various regional traditions and varied styles of cooking according to the regions. Les produits agricoles, the agricultural produce, ou de l'élevage comme the fromage, or the growing up, see, they say there's a difference right from the products, agricultural products, or the growing, or they are growing up, ou the élevage. Élevage is the growing up or the production of these farm produce, comme le fromage, like cheese, the wine, the meat, la viande, et la pain, and also bread, occupant une place importante dans la cuisine française. All these occupies an important place in the French cuisine. Okay, then Grand Pays Laitier, a great country for dairy. They say this is a great country for dairy or great dairy country. La France, why? Because of the cheese and all its milk products, okay, that come along with it, and also because of its cows and the la viande and all that. Okay, so la France est aussi connue comme le pays du fromage, comme le pays du fromage. Okay, so France is also known as the country of cheese. Avec plus de 150 sortes différents. So with more than 350 sortes différents types, different types, quelques parmi les plus célèbres, some among which are the most famous are quelqu'un parmi les plus célèbres is quelqu'un is among which or some of which some among which are very famous, such as le Gruyere, Brie, Camembert, Cantal, et Roquefort. Okay, so you'll have to remember these names. Okay, Gruyere, Brie, Camembert, Cantal, et Roquefort. Pour les Français, for the French, un repas sans fromage est comme une journée sans soleil. Please remember this saying because this comes usually for exam. This particular sentence comes for exam many times. For the French, a meal without cheese is like a day without sun. A meal without cheese is like a day without sun. This expression comes very often for French. So please, for exams. So please remember this line. Le fromage se savoure en fin de repas avec du pain. The cheese, le fromage, se savoure is savored en fin de repas at the end of the meal avec du pain with bread. Et surtout du vin and followed by wine. Accompagnement obligatoire. So accompaniedly obligatory. Okay, it's accompaniedly not accompanied, it's accompaniedly obligatory, means it's compulsory or compulsorily taken. Okay, venir en France, coming to France or come to France sans manger du fromage est quelque chose de unconcevable. Please remember this word unconcevable. Okay, so they say coming to France, or if you come to France and without it, sorry, you come to France and you do not eat cheese, is something very unbelievable. Okay, pour pouvoir bien savourer un bon repas, in order to savor well, or in order to taste best a dish, or to understand a dish well, on doit harmoniser le choix des vins. One must choose properly, or harmonize, or basically match the choice of wine avec des plats, with the right dishes. Now this is another important statement, please mark this. Chaque vin correspond au aliment. Okay, chaque vin correspond au aliment. Le vin blanc, la bien, le vin blanc va bien avec les fruits de mer. So they say the white wine goes well with seafood, fruits de mer, et les poissons, and also fish. Okay, le vin rouge se complète avec, basically complements. Okay, the se complète avec les viandes. The red wine complements the meat, et les fromages and cheese. Avec le dessert, on apprécie la champagne. With dessert, one appreciates or one prefers some champagne. Le pain fait aussi partie intégrante de chaque repas. The bread fait aussi makes also partie intégrante, an integral part de chaque repas of each meal. Les croissants, le pain au chocolat sont typiquement servis au déjeuner. Usually the croissant or the bread of chocolate sont typiquement is typically served au déjeuner, at lunch. Mais la baguette est globalement le pain le plus consommé. But the baguette is globally known globally the bread is globally the most consumed bread. I think that's a better way of saying it. Mais la baguette, but the baguette, okay, not the croissant. Okay, the baguette is globally the most consumed bread. Okay, then chaque région a sa ou ses spécialités culinaires. Each region has sa ou ses, has its or its, but there are two types of its. Okay, one is the third person singular, and its single culinaire. Ou c'est is its multiple culinaire. Okay, so c'est spécialité culinaire. Okay, parmi les plus connus, among the most known, cited are cited. Okay, cited. Citon is cited. La fondue, la tombe en Savoie. These are names of dishes. Okay, so you don't translate these. Okay, la fondue is the name of some of the famous dishes, plat principal or spécialité, culinaire spécialité. La fondue et la tombe en Savoie, les moules et les tripes en Normandie. So this La Fondue et la Tombe is in Savoy. Savoy is the name of a place, okay, in France, and it's a specialty of the place of Savoy. Then Les Moules et les Tripes is in Normandy. Then Les Crêpes en Bretagne, sorry. La Bouillabaisse à Marseille. La Cassoulet à Toulouse. La Ratatouille à Nice. Les escargots, as I told you earlier, snails en Bourgogne, or not in this class, earlier, previous classes. Le foie gras et les truffes à Bordeaux, and Mantino, aussi les fruits de mer aux recettes multiples selon les régions. Okay, so all these till truth à Bordeaux is very important for you to remember. Please learn this part. Remember this part. Mantino, to mention aussi les fruits de mer, the seafood. Okay, aux recettes multiples, and the recipes, multiple recipes selon les régions, according to the regions. All these are very important. Okay, now coming to what is specifically important about each region. Okay, so let's go through that part. Now, certains faits sont prétextes à des mets particuliers. Certain feasts are pretexts or occasions are des mets particulier, or reasons for dishes, for particular dishes. Okay, for example, see what they're saying is certain feasts or festivals are reasons or are pretext, okay, or are occasions for certain mets particulier is for certain particular dishes. For example, la dinde et la bûche de Noël. La dinde et la bûche de Noël is the it's a special dish which is done on the Christmas. Okay, then you have la galette de roi le 6 janvier. La galette is basically a cake, okay, which hides a bean within it. Okay, it's like a how you have a French bean, okay, a small little bean which is hidden in one of the pieces of the cake, and the cake is cut into various pieces. Okay, so what happens is that on La Galette is basically the feast of the three kings, okay, which is celebrated on 6th of January. Okay, it's the feast of the three kings and it's very popular in France. Okay, it's also known as Fête de l'Epiphanie, the Epiphany, okay, feast of the Epiphany. Now on this day what happens is that there's a party in the house, and the pieces of cake are distributed. Okay, the one who finds the bean in his piece of cake, he becomes the king for the day, okay, or the queen for the day. C'est un gâteau dans lequel on cache une seule fève. Okay, it's a cake. Here, see, it's given here. It's a cake in which, dans lequel, on cache, one hides une seule fève, a little bean. Okay, une seule fève, the only bean. Okay, not small, a little, the only, une seule fève, the only bean. Celui qui la trouve, the one who finds, dans son morceau, in his piece, devient le roi ou la reine du jour, becomes the king or the queen of the day. That is La Galette. Okay, that is the feast of La Galette. L'entrée, then for starters, le plat principal, puis le dessert. The plat principal. So for entrée, for starters, you have the plat principal, puis le dessert, followed by the dessert. C'est la structure d'un menu à la française. It's a structure. It's a followed structure of a menu in France. L'entrée est suivant de la salade verte ou de tomate. Okay, the 1 minute. The starters, l'entrée, the starters is usually a suivant de la salade verte. It's frequently suivant frequently or usually of a green salad, de la salade verte, ou the tomate, or of simple tomato salad. Okay, tomato salad. De la charcuterie ou du pâté de champagne. Okay, so it's usually something of a pie. Okay, de la charcuterie ou du pâté. Pâté is not just pie. Pâté is also could also mean pasta or of a paste. The campagne, not champagne, campagne of the country. Okay, so pâté, the campagne is your paste or even what do you call that? Anyways, don't break your head on that. It's just pate also means it means paste or batter, or it also means pasta. So I mean, you take what suits right. Would you pate de campagne? So it's paste of the countryside, or it's pasta or some sort of item made from the batter. Okay, so la charcuterie désigne généralement toutes les préparations froides. Okay, so this charcuterie designates generally all the preparations. 1 minute, just. La charcuterie désigne généralement toutes les préparations froides à base de viande de porc. Okay, so la charcuterie designates generally all the preparations froid à base. Froid means cold from the base, or base, cooked from the base. The viand, not from the base, sorry, as a basis of meat. So what they mean to say is basically, what is la charcuterie? La charcuterie is pork. Okay, so pork forms or designates generally the basis of, or the starting of almost all of the meat preparations. Okay, the meat preparations based on pork. Okay, so it's called Yeah, it's cold. It's cold meat basically. Okay, so basically froid, preparation froid. Okay, so then followed by le pate, the paste or the pasta, whatever whichever one is correct, or even the pie. I think even pie is the correct word. Is there a word charcuterie here? Is there a word pate here? No, doesn't seem to be there. Anyways, then le pâté est fait avec de la viande hachée et épicée. So they say the pie, okay, there's probably a pie then. Pâté is a pie, okay? The pâté is made avec de la viande with meat haché et épicé is cut into small pieces and spiced up, okay? Le plat principal est de la viande, is of meat, ou du poisson or of fish, accompagné de légumes, accompanied by vegetables. Et le plus suivant de pommes de terre, and most frequently potatoes, okay, apples. Suivant et le plus suivant de pommes de terre, and most frequently with potatoes. Okay, please don't say apples, okay, like I said. La fin du repas peut être un plateau de fromage. At the end of the meal is a plate of cheese or a dish of cheese, not dish, yeah, a plate, un plateau de fromage, et ou une glace. So, and or an ice cream, une tarte ou un gâteau, an ice cream or a tart or a cake. Sans doute, without doubt, la cuisine française a mis l'eau à votre bouche. Without doubt, the French cuisine has put water in your mouth, okay, or made your mouth water. In simple words, alors visitez la France, then therefore visit France au moins une fois, uh, au moins une fois dans votre vie, at least once in your lifetime. Not less than once, not less than. Au moins une fois is not less than once in your life pour explorer les mets délicats. In order to explore that, les mets délicats is your delicacy, your delicacy dishes. Okay, so at least for once, they're saying go to France and experience the delicacies of France. Vocabulaire: agricole, relatif à l'agriculture. So agriculture related material is agricole. L'élevage, action d'élever les animaux destinés aux usages de l'homme. So l'élevage is the rearing of animals which are destinés au usage to be used by men or for men. Laitière, qui concerne le lait et ses dérivés. So laitière is that which concerns milk and its derivatives, okay? Se savourer, goûter lentement, to taste slowly avec attention et plaisir. Se savourer is to savor, which means to taste slowly with attention and pleasure. Inconcevable, qu'on ne peut concevoir, comprendre, inimaginable, extraordinaire. Okay, so that's inconceivable, basically unbelievable, basically something we cannot imagine, or extraordinary or difficult to perceive or comprehend. Harmoniser, mettre en accord. Okay, harmoniser is to put into to get into accordance with something. Then you have l'aliment. L'aliment is nourriture, the elements of the food. Intégrante is integral. Then you have pate, which is dough. Oh, by the way, pate is also dough. Okay, so pate means dough. Pate means pasta. Pate means, I think, the same spelling. I'm not sure about that. Pate also means paste. Pate also means batter. Okay, the dosa batter. Pate also means pate also means, yeah, as I said earlier, pasta. And pate also means pie, like it's given here, right? Yeah, there in the on the side. So that's for your pate. Then you have consommer. Consommer is manger, okay, to consume, to eat, okay. Ici it means manger. Culinaire, then the culinaire is relative à la cuisine, related to cuisine. Les fruits de mer, nom collectif donné aux crustacés, aux coquillages pêchés dans la mer. Okay, so it's a collective name given to all these seashells or seafood, your lobsters, um, all these, yeah, all your seafood. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Not fish. Okay, this is not does not include fish. Wait, fruit de mer is seafood. Why does it not include fish? I think fish is included. Anyways, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about it. Okay, so I think it includes only lobsters and your prawns and squids and shellfish and all these things. I think, wait, I think it includes fish also. This is really complicated. Why I'm saying I think is because I had come across this somewhere that fish was not included. Anyways, if you have doubts, please Google it out. Okay, maybe I could be wrong. Okay, so please Google it out. Le mets, le mets tout aliment préparé qu'on set pour le repas. So all the elements prepared or all the ingredients prepared to be served on a meal. Okay, then elements is not the ingredients but all the basically all the dishes prepared to be served on the meal. La galette, gâteau, plat fait de farine, a flat cake. They're saying it's a plate type cake, flat cake made of flour, the beurre of butter and of eggs. La fève is a broad bean. Okay, it's a special type of a bean, not the French bean type. Okay, les mets délicates, delicacies. Haché is to couper en petits morceaux. So haché is to cut into small pieces. Le plateau is a tray. Le plateau de ou à fromage is cheese board. Okay, so they serve cheese on special cheese boards. Now, that being said, you have your question answers. You can stop, you can pause the video here and write those 3 extra question answers that are mentioned here. Okay, qu'est-ce qu'on se savoure en fin de repas? Qu'est-ce que accompagne du pain au repas? And then last one, I've not written the qu'est-ce que. Please write the qu'est-ce que there. Qu'est-ce que les Français mangent? Les Français mangent, okay, M-A-N-G-E-N-T, comme l'entrée. What do they eat as starters? After you're done writing these, please find out the answers for them yourselves, and also I'll be giving you the answers in one shot later. That's a compilation of all the question answers. For now, let's do règle 3, the rule 3 of le subjonctif. Okay, so write this on a new page, or if you have space after your rule 3, of your after rule 2 of your previous topic, please continue this one. Okay, so le subjonctif s'emploie après des conjonctions comme. So the subjunctives usually follow after a conjunction like quoique, as far as, enfin que at the end of, bien que, is very well. Okay, pour que, for that or so that, pourvu que, provided that, sans que is without that, en condition que, on the condition that, en attendant que, on hearing that. Okay, so these are basically, again, these are not suggestions. Now here they're taking you into something deeper, something more, something a little different. And what is this? Here they're talking about conjunctions after certain conjunctions. Again, the word que is very important, and again, it is important to change the subject. The 2 subjects must be different. The subject before the conjunction must be different, and the subject after the conjunction must be different. If these 2 conditions are not met, and the third one being, it should not be in the negative, it should be in the affirmative. Okay, if it's in the negative and if it's in the affirmative, it has its que, bien que, or pour que, or enfant que, or pourvu que. And if it is if it follows the rule of having the 2 subjects, then it is clear subjunctive. Okay, so please, again, I'm repeating the same thing once again, so please pay attention for these 3 main things. Okay, done. Bien que il fasse, as soon as il fasse un peu froid, as soon as he felt a little cold, nous allons à la plage. Il fasse un peu froid. Okay, so as soon as he felt a little cold, we went to the beach. So there are 2 different subjects. Clear? We went to the beach. Nous allons à la plage pour que we went to the beach so that les enfants prennent l'air, so that the children take fresh air. Okay, next one, third one. Je vous prête mes clés afin que vous puissiez rentrer. So I'm ready. Je vous prête mes clés. I've kept for you my keys, or I've kept my keys ready for you. I think that's a better way of saying it. Je vous prête mes clés. I have kept my keys ready for you, afin que, at the end of which, vous puissiez rentrer, you can enter. Vous puissiez rentrer, you can enter. Okay, so tu peux sortir, you can leave. Pourvu que, provided that, tu me dis où tu vas, provided that you tell me where you're going. Où tu vas, where you're going. You can leave provided you tell me where you're going. So there are 2 subjects, therefore it fulfills the criteria. Merci beaucoup. That's about the subjunctive regular trois. Now I want you to solve this and click a picture of it and send it to me. Okay, which one? Solve this. Remplacer les mots soulignés par les pronoms qui conviennent. Now this is your simple pronouns. Okay, so in fact we can sit and solve this right away. Okay, so it's very simple. Even your pronoun relative will solve it right away here itself. Even mettez les verb entre parenthèses au temps qui convient. Even this one will do it right away and less subjunctive. So I want to solve all these 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, only these 5. Don't do this exploitation. Don't do this. I don't want to exploit you. Okay, so let's not do. And even this picture description, what you do is choose one topic and write about this. Okay, choose any one image from this picture description and name the mention the number. Okay, there is one on the top, two here, three at the bottom for the below picture, and the fourth one for that picture. So the picture numbers are on top of the pictures. Okay, let's start with the grammar. Okay, let's solve this grammar. Okay, so let's go through all of it. Oops, these pages keep flying, running away. Ok. Activité. Remplacer les mots soulignés par les pronoms qui conviennent. Ok. Replace the underlined word with pronouns. Sorry. That are convenient. Okay. So, on cache une fleuve dans la galette. Now, I will be revising with you pronouns. Okay. As we do this topic. Okay. So, one hides une fève. On cache une fève. One hides a bean in the galette. What is underlined is in the galette. Please note for everybody, please understand, dans la galette is a destination. Okay, it's a destination. Therefore, dans la galette will take y. And where do we put that y? Before the verb cache. Okay, so on y cache une fève. Okay, then next one. Il a préparé ses tartes. He has prepared these tarts. Okay, what has he prepared? He has prepared these. So these will take les. Okay, so because he's not prepared to this, or he's not prepared, it's basically not indirect object, or it's not a destination, or it's not an expression of quantity. Okay, so it will take les. Il les a préparé. Clear? Sorry. Next one, the third one. Je ne bois pas de vin rouge. I do not drink the vin rouge. You know, when you use negation, the expression of quantity changes to the. Okay, and here the means any. So I do not drink any red wine. Okay, is that clear? Always remember, whenever you change any expression of quantity in a sentence and you're making that sentence negative, always don't forget to put that du, the, la, there, or that a or yun into the de. Everything reduces to de. That a, yun, or there, or the du, the, la, there changes to de. Okay, so je ne bois pas de vin rouge, which means I do not drink any wine, any red wine. So that the vin rouge will take which pronoun personnel? It's an expression of quantity, so it will take en. Okay, so the answer will be je ne an apostrophe en bois pas. I do not drink any of it. Okay, en means of it, so je ne en bois pas. Next one. Aimez-vous la cuisine française? Do you like the French cuisine? Your question would be, do you like it? La aimez-vous? No, I think it would be aimez-vous la. I think it would be aimez-vous la, because it's imperative also, right? Do you like it? It should be aimez-vous la. Aimez-vous hyphen la. Okay, so that's it. Then j'explique la recette aux invités. I explain the recipe to those invited. Now to those invited, as I told you last year in your class while revising pronoun personnel, even now I'm repeating once again, your clues for indirect pronoun, whether it's told to you before or not, please listen carefully right now. Your clues for indirect pronouns are a grave. No, sorry. No, a grave only for person. Okay, see, listen carefully. Okay, a grave, that is two only when there is a person involved. Okay, not a place, because others becomes y. Now, okay, please take this very carefully. Okay, so a grave, au, a la, that is a grave plus la, and aux. So these are your clues. With reference to people, it refers to indirect object. Okay, it refers to indirect object pronoun, which is your me, te, lui, nous, vous, leur. Okay, so those. Leller, okay, that least, okay, not leller, le. And your direct object pronouns are your me, te, le, la, nu, vu, le, okay, so that's it. So this will be, here the pronoun will be leur, okay, to them. I explained the recipe to them. So where would that leur come? Je leur explique la recette, okay, so there is no other verb there, it's clear. Je leur explique la recette. Next one, pronoun relative. Now here also there's a lot of revision to be done, okay. So remplacer les tirés, underline, replace the underline by par les pronoms relatifs, by pronom relatif qui convient, the most convenient ones. C'est un plat, it is a dish, ne me plaît pas, don't complain. C'est un plat, it's a dish, dash ne me plaît, no, that don't complain, ne me plaît pas, that does not please me, that does not please me, okay. So please take note, there is a negation here, but if you minus the negation, there is a subject. No, there is not a subject, sorry, that is there is a verb, okay. So always remember, key always comes before a verb, please remember, okay. So key always comes before a verb. Now if the ne was not there, was not there, it would be ne, it would be me plaît, that pleases me. C'est un plat, me plaît is that pleases me, okay. So me plaît is a reflexive verb here, so therefore it would be c'est un plat qui me plaît, okay, qui me plaît. Next one, second one, please remember, please listen carefully to the explanations that I'm giving you as to why this is qui, why it is que and all that, okay. So that is very important, which will help you to answer your exams, answer your paper by yourself, okay. So la France est le pays dash je voudrais visiter. The France is a country dash I want to visit. Now since they have mentioned France is a country, do you take this as a destination? Why don't you take it as a destination? French is a destination, no? France is a destination, right? La France est le pays, it's a destination. Je voudrais visiter. Why don't they say France is a country where I want to visit? It doesn't make sense, okay. France is a country that I want to visit, okay. Why? Because we are not talking about France, we are talking about visiting France, okay. So we are talking about France being a country first of all, okay. So if they had said France is where I want to visit, then it would be where, okay. But here, because they've said France is the country that I want to visit, therefore the question of that has come into the picture, okay. So therefore it will be que, okay. Que. Why que? Because see, first of all, now always understand, key is always followed by a verb, whether it's reflexive verb or whether even if there is negative or there's a small reflexive pronoun around it or something like that, still once there's a verb, it takes key. I mean key is always followed by a verb, please understand this, okay. Key is always followed by a verb. Key is the QUI, okay. I'm talking about referring to QUI, and QUI never takes apostrophe, please understand. QUI never takes apostrophe. It's only the que, that is the QUE, that takes an apostrophe, and QUE can have a subject after it, can have adjectives after it, can have will never have a verb after it, okay. But it can have a subject after it, that is a je, tu, il. It can have adjectives like, you know, long, grand, throw, mal, all that stuff. Plus it could have any form of adverbs or any figures of speech, okay, after it. Que can have anything, mostly que has a subject, okay. Most cases que has a subject, okay. So la France est le pays, France is the country that I want to visit, okay. Then j'ai visité Paris, I have visited Paris, dash l'on trouve de nombreux restaurants auvergnats. So I have visited Paris, where one can find various forms of auvergnat restaurants, okay. I don't know what is auvergnat. It's a style of cuisine actually. Now I have visited Paris. Here they have they've directly emphasized on Paris. So here it's not about visiting. There it was about the countries, but here they're not said Paris is the state or Paris is the country that has number of restaurants. They've said I have visited Paris, where one can find, because here now Paris becomes a destination. So please remember, your translations are very important. That's why I told you, and I always tell you, please write every meaning, so that those translations, those meanings that you write there in your lesson comes handy here when you're solving your grammar, okay. Grammar, when you're doing your expression, and also when you're doing your comprehension to understand the passages, okay. So j'ai visité Paris, I have visited Paris, where one can find number of restaurants. Next one, je connais Monsieur Gaston. I know Monsieur Gaston. Dash le café est très célèbre. Dash the cafe, the cafe is very famous. So here it is. I know Monsieur Gaston. Can you say that the cafe is very famous, or where the cafe is very famous, or who the cafe is very famous, or that the cafe is very famous? No, it's an indirect pronoun, indirect pronoun relative here. Okay, of course there's no such thing as indirect pronoun relative, but it means of, there's a thing of that, or that or of whom, or something like that, right? So let's read it once again. Okay, je connais Monsieur Gaston. I know Monsieur Gaston, of whose the cafe is very famous. Okay, of whose. Okay, so of whose, basically Monsieur Gaston's. Okay, so therefore it will be, because of whose comes the picture, it becomes don. Okay, next one. Goûtez cette salade niçoise. Taste this salad niçoise. Okay, dash, j'ai préparé. That I have prepared. Now here you have pronoun. So directly, just directly use que j'ai préparé. Que j'ai préparé. Okay. Next one. Mettez les verbes entre parenthèses au temps qui convient. Now this is another very important topic for you. Je veux que tu dash d'ici. I want that you leave from here. Okay. Now, does this fulfill the needs of subjunctive? Please take care. Please look carefully. Je veux que, I want that. Que is there. Two subjects are there, je and tu, separated subjects. And what is the next one? Is there any negation? No, there's no negation. Okay, so je veux que tu sortes, that will be in subjunctive d'ici. Okay, I want that you leave from here. Next one, il a peur que vous ne dire pas la vérité. By the way, you could get subjunctive in your tom convenable. Please be careful. And you could also get subjunctive separately in a subjunctive topic, like how it's given here in question number 4 below. So in the question number, in if it comes in this first form, like how we are solving right now in question, as in question number 3, that is in tom convenable, they will just expect you to, they will give you these kind of sentences, je veux que, il a peur que, and all that. But if it comes for a separate topic of subjunctive, like the one that is given below here in 4, then it will be given this way. You know, it will be given specifically bien que il, or pour que elle, or manger, not manger, sorry, quack, all these, it will be given in this third rule, the third rule format. Okay, so the third rule format will be used for this second form of subjunctive. Can't say, you might get both also, because they might give one subjunctive in the tom convenable along with all your futur proche, futur simple, and all those other forms. Okay, so next one, il a peur que fulfills the que is there, there's no negation, no ne que and all that. And secondly, it is, does it speak about two different subjects? Il a peur que vous ne dire. Yeah, correct. So it's fulfills the requirements. Il a peur que vous ne disiez pas la vérité. He has fear that you would not tell the truth. Okay, see, nerpa can be there after the perk. Okay, that is a different story. But main thing in the perk, in the this thing, in the expression of doubt, or yeah, doubt or uncertainty, there should be no nerpa. Okay, there should be no negation in the uncertainty, because if there's negation in the uncertainty, then that makes a negative positive. No, that's why. Okay, so vous espérez que, you hope that, il pleuvoir demain. Now again, vous espérez que is again a hope or a desire, that you hope that it fulfills the need for que, it fulfills that there is no negation, and also there are two subjects. So vous espérez que il pleuvra demain. Okay, so yeah, spelling of pleuvoir should be 1 minute. I'll just check that spelling just to confirm. Okay, it is il pleuvoir. No, it will be PLUVOI. Yeah, there is a mistake there. It should be VOIE. Okay, il espère qu'il pleuvoir demo. Okay, but 1 minute. I'm not sure because there is demo, there is tomorrow, that it might become, it might be future. Okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think so because it fulfills every criteria of subjunctive. Leave it in subjunctive only. Okay. So next one, si c'était possible. Again, this is one more. If it is possible. Okay. Si c'était possible. But there is no cur here. There is no two subject. There could be, you can say there is. Okay. So but more than that, this doesn't fulfill any need for any need of subjunctive. So it is a C clause. Okay, it is a C clause. C plus imparfait gives you conditionnel. Okay, so please note that C plus imparfait gives you conditionnel. Okay, like it's written there. Write it there in your book. Okay, so that every time you see it you will remember. Okay, so for especially for those who are little slow to pick up, please write this in your book, so every time you see it you write it. Next one is, okay, by the way, I didn't give the answer, right? So volerai. Si c'était possible, je volerai son argent. If it is possible, I will rob his money. Okay, I will rob means it's a condition. So je volerai. VOLERAIS. Okay, this ending has to be AIS, and the entire infinitive is very important. Okay, VOLER, the infinitive, plus your endings AIS, AIS, AIT. You know how you form conditional, no? No rules to remember. Just remember, take the infinitive and add AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IZ, AINT. Okay, that's it. Now for your fifth one, the last one, always remember imperative sentences are always commands or orders, and whenever you have a verb in the beginning of the sentence, there might be ne or pa or a reflexive verb, reflexive word around it, like the me, je m'appelle, that those ones, those me, te, sir, and all that. Okay, those might be there around the verb, but don't concentrate on, I mean, don't focus on it. Main thing, of course, if they are there around, they'll be like after the verb. Okay, but if na pa and all is there around the verb, then don't worry, it's still it is still the imperative, it's still a command or an order. Okay, so suppose you get like this: attendre moi, listen to me, je t'en prie, I beg of you. Okay, so this would be, attendre is a re verb, it's not a er verb. Okay, so therefore you don't drop the s. Okay, je t'en prie. How do we know we're talking about the tu form? There's a clue there. Okay, so watch out for clues. Je t'en prie, I beg of you. Je t'en prie. Okay, so probably the parent is saying to the child, or the teacher is saying to the student, I beg of you, just listen to me. Okay, or maybe the grandparent or someone elderly is talking to someone younger. Next one, for the subjunctive, mettez le verbe au subjonctif. Mettez le verbe au subjonctif. Okay, so I want you to do this. Let's do this together. In fact, I want you to write as I mean, stop the video, write it down, and then write the answer after I give you the explanation. Okay, so bien qu'il être malade, as soon as he became sick, il est allé au collège. As soon as he became sick, fell sick, came to, maybe as soon as he recovered, he came to school. So Bianca gives you, fulfills the properties of or requirements for subjunctive. Okay, uh, but you might say there are no two subjects. Okay, but please remember, this is your Bianca is this thing, what is that, I mean, these are definitive subjunctive sentences. Okay, and this is a rule 3 type. Okay, so rule 3 type sometimes might have two different subjects and might not have two different subjects but it's already told to you that you are expected to write it in subjunctive. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so don't worry. Since it's already the rule, the instructions already given. Sometimes questions might be framed wrong, but and sometimes also it could mean, the il could mean it also. Okay, referring to something else. So Bianchi il etre malad. Now here it means him only, and he went to school. So as soon as he fell sick, he went to school. Maybe he fell sick, he went to school. The answer is il sua. Okay, like it's given there. It's because it's clear subjunctive. Next one. Suman travail dur pour qu'elle réussir. Suman works hard so that so that she réussir, she succeeds. This L will be réussir will be in your spelling will be this way. By the way, I think for rule 3 it's not necessary for subject change. Yeah? It looks like. Yeah, because what I told you is based on the general, it's a general rule. Okay, subject change is important for the general rule. That is like the one that we've done above. Okay, for the cur is necessary, the doubt is necessary, and then the subject change is very necessary. There has to be two subjects. Now, if this Bianca and Dur, sorry, Purkel, then Kuaka, basically these conjunctions are used, then the especially when conjunctions are used, I think it's not necessary to check for two subjects. Okay, so just a correction on my point there. Quoique, as soon as cet enfant mangeait beaucoup, as soon as the child eats a lot, il n'a pas grossi. He will not become fat. Yeah. So manger will become mange. Okay. So quoique cet enfant mange beaucoup, as soon as the child eats a lot, he will not become fat. As far as the child eats a lot, will not become fat. I know this sentence are very contradictory. Like, vous pouvez sortir à condition que you can leave on the condition that you work. Vous faire, so you vous faire ce travail, that you do your work. Okay, you do this work. Okay, so again, everything is given to you here. Just make the faire into facier. Okay. And by the way, that's an irregular one. So just turn to the back of your page of your textbook and you'll find all the answers there. Les parents sacrificient beaucoup. The parents sacrifice a lot afin que, that's your clue for subjunctive, leur enfant, afin que leur enfant. By the way, these sentences won't be mixed up with your pluga parfait, okay? I mean, with your tom convenable, okay? So these subjunctive, these particular ones on this rule 3 type subjunctive will not be mixed up with those, because I know it will lead to confusion. At least I won't do that, okay? And I think even for boards they won't do it. They'll give you a definitive question like this subjunctive, and it will come that way, okay? So leur enfant, enfant que leur enfant at the end of, wait, les parents sacrificent beaucoup afin que leur enfant, so that their children, their child have un bon avenir, have a good future, so the children have a good future. So here leur enfant will take the AIENT, okay, because it's the third person plural of the subjunctive. Next one, faites selon les indications entre parenthèses. Now visiter la, make it into negative, okay? As I told you earlier, you put ne pas before the verb, so ne visitez pas la. Sorry. Forgot to tell you something. When you have a direct pronoun like la, or I think, yeah, even indirect pronoun, please don't forget to bring the la before visite. Okay, so ne la visite pas. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Don't ever forget to do this. Whenever you have imperative sentences, okay, and you have a pronoun after it, after the verb, which is usually supposed to be placed before the verb, and you have to make that negative, don't forget to put the ne, then the pronoun, then the visite, then the verb, and then the pas. Okay, so that's correct. Ne la visite pas. Next one, donner le contraire des mots soulignés, give the opposites of the given words. Il y a quelque chose devant moi. Il y a quelque chose devant. What is the opposite of quelque chose devant moi? There is something in front of me. So you have to change that. You have to give opposite of that something. Okay, so something will be nothing. Il n'y a rien devant moi is derrière moi. There's nothing behind me. Okay, so il n'y a rien derrière moi. Next one, mettez la phrase au passé composé. Okay, put the sentence in passé composé. So what is that sentence? Comme le dessert, on mangeait le fromage. As dessert, one eats cheese. You're going to change it into passé composé. So, as dessert or for dessert, one ate cheese. So, comme le dessert, on a mangé le fromage. Okay, so that's it. Okay, then donner le contraire. Once again, impossible will be possible, toujours will be jamais. Next one, complétez par les prépositions convenables. Okay, complete with prepositions, convenient prepositions. Il aime aller à Normandie. Okay, he likes to go to Normandie. Mais pas à Marseille. Now, Normandy is a state, name of a state, and Marseille also is a name of a state in France. So that's why they take en and they take a respectively. Now, in order to know which ones take en and which ones take a, please refer to the textbook because there's no definitive rule on it. Okay, so that's it. Now, for the rest of your class, I'm not giving you any picture description. As I told you, just do only one from here. Okay, that's enough. Just pick up any one from there. Now, I want to finish with you this poem because it's a very nice and easy, not nice, it's a little sad poem. Because Victor Hugo loses his child in this, his daughter in this poem. Okay, so it's a little bit sad, but I want to do it because it's a very small topic, and let's just finish it up for today. Okay, so demain there's aube, del aube, now from the dawn. is the meaning. Okay, or now from the dom. Now this is taken from a diary entry of Victor Hugo in the on the date of 4th September 1843. La fille de Victor Hugo, Leopoldine, said no, she got drowned. Okay, on the 4th of September 1843, the daughter of Victor Hugo, whose name is Leopoldine, drowned a Villeneuve in the Villeneuve River au cours d'une promenade during a stroll. Au cours means along the while going for a stroll. Un bath sur la Seine on the while going for a stroll in a then she go, I mean in a small boat. Okay, while going for a stroll in a small boat sur la Seine. Of course, you cannot go for a stroll in a small boat, but you can go for a joyride. Okay, so she must have probably gone on a joyride on the river Seine. Now, what happens here? Let's find out. Demain de l'aube, towards the dawn, à l'heure où blanchit la campagne. At the time where brightens up where the countryside brightens up. So now towards the dawn, where the at a time where the countryside brightens up, je partirai, I will leave. Vois-tu, see you. Okay, vois-tu, see you. Je sais que tu m'attends. I know that you're waiting for me. J'irai par la forêt, I will come by the forest. J'irai par la montagne, I will come by the mountain. Je ne puis demeurer, I will not leave loin far de toi from you plus longtemps. I will not leave far from you for a long time. Okay, he says. Please write every meaning. Okay, I'll hold it there. I'll not go too fast. Okay, je ne puis demeurer loin. I will not leave loin far de toi from you plus longtemps for a long time. Okay, so he's saying very soon I also will join you. He says, okay, je marcherai, I will walk. Les yeux fixés sur mes pensées, my eyes fixed on my thoughts. Sans rien voir. Sans rien voir is with nothing to see au dehors, outside. Sans attendre aucun bruit. Nothing to hear, no noise. Okay, so no noise at all. Seul inconnu, everything unknown. Le dos courbé, with a back bent. Les mains croisées, with hands crossed. Triste, sad. Et le jour pour moi sera comme la nuit, and the day for me will be like the night. Je ne regarderai ni l'or du soir. I will not see neither the gold of the evening, basically the setting of the sun, qui tombe, that falls, ni les voiles au loin, neither the sails, uh, au loin descendant vers Hafler. Neither the sails that are far au loin descendant is that descend far away from the place of Hafler, not from the towards the place of Hafler. Basically, that I will not look at the sails that he's talking about all the sails that the sailboats that go across the river to the other side of a place called Hafler. So they disappear into the ocean. So he's saying I will not even look at those sails that disappear far away towards Hafler. Okay, so et quand je arriverai, and when I arrive, je mettrai, I will put sur la tombe, I will put on the tomb, on your tomb, la bouquet de who, do. Okay, now you might say H is a vowel. Why D doesn't take an apostrophe? It is meant to be that way. D E doesn't take apostrophe before H. Okay, so he will put a green holly, a bouquet, okay, of a green holly, the ouvette, okay, un bouquet de ouvette, et the bruyere en fleur, and also some heathers of flowers. Basically, there's it's a type of bush flower, okay, basically a wild flower like bougainvilleas or something like that. Okay, so the bruyere en fleur. Now, I know this poem might not really affect you in any way because I'm sure most of you have not. I mean, maybe you have lost someone in your life, but much of us might not really relate to this poem because unless you have really lost someone as close as your family member. Okay, I'm really sorry about it, but this poem otherwise might not really bear significance to you, and I hope you have not lost anyone in your life, anyone dear. So my apologies if you have, and if I have not taken it not considered it. Okay, so that's it. So anyways, vocabulary, let's learn some vocabulary here. Lob, lob is your dawn. Le lever du jour, that is the rising of the day, or le lever du jour, the rising of the day. Se noer, périr dans l'eau, that is to perish in the water. Je ne puis, je ne peux pas. Je ne puis is uh, I cannot. Okay, je ne peux pas. Hafle, Hafle is, see here you go. Okay, Hafle is Petit Ville au bord de la Seine. So you see, it's the Petit Ville, a small city on the other side of Seine. Entre le port du Havre, between the port of Havre, de où part le poète, from where the poet leaves. So it's between the port of Havre, from where the poet lives, and the village of Veliquier, who is Ron, and the village of Veliquier, where he is meant to go. Next one, Lou. Okay, Lou is arbuste, a feuille luisant. It's a bush. Arbuste is a bush, okay, or a shrub. A feuille luisant of loose or wild leaves. Okay. La bruyère is a plant, a fleur, violette ou rose. Okay, it's a plant with purple or pink flowers. Okay, that's it. Now for your poems, again I will be doing this topic of your poems later as in your lessons, your question answers on your poems. Okay, we'll do that later. For now, let us do this activity. Okay, let's finish up with this activity. Let's do all 1 to 3 and the fourth one, which is on the next page. uh, Please stop and write your answers. Don't keep it for later, because I will I will want to check your work at some time later, and also this will come handy for you when I give you a test. Okay, so mettez les phrases suivantes au passé composé. Put these sentences in passé composé. Je partirai avec mon ami. So I will live with my friends will be I have left with my friends. I have left with my friends. Je suis parti. Please remember, partir is part of your adverb verb, so it takes être. Je suis parti avec mon ami. Next one. What you Loisio? Have you seen the bird? The bird, okay, just one bird. Have you seen the bird? And you want to make this passé composé. So your voir, your verb is voir, right? So you'll have to you're talking about tu form. Okay, so as-tu voir, as-tu vu Loisier? Have you seen the bird? So hyphen tu vu Loisier. Okay, next one. Il n'entend pas le bruit. He cannot hear the sound. N'entend pas will become il ne apostrophe a attendu pas le bruit. Okay, so that's done. Elle ne peut pas chanter. She cannot hear sing. She cannot sing. Okay. In the passé composé it will be she had not she was not able to sing. Okay, she was not able to sing. Elle ne elle n apostrophe n'a pas pu chanter. Okay, elle n'a pas pu chanter. Next one, vous irez à Londres. You will go to London. Your passé composé will be you had been to London. So vous ne irez comes from aller, by the way. Okay, so please get that right. And aller is part of your adverb verb, so therefore it will take être. So vous êtes allé à Londres. You had gone to London, à Londres. Next one, donnez le contraire de. Okay, so give the opposites of partir. Partir is to leave. Okay, arriver. Like your arriver, partir. Remember you did in adverb verbs. Similarly, aller venir. Venir aller is you did in adverb verbs. Loin is far. Près is close by. Sorry. Triste is sad. Happy is the opposite. Gay or heureux. And descendre, monter, again from your adverb verbs. Okay, so most of it is adverb. Next one, third one. Donnez les noms des verbes suivants. Give the noun form of the verbs given below. Partir, the noun form will be le départ, like it's given there, D-E acute, P-A-R-T. Next one, voir, la vue, V-U-E. Okay. Regarder, le regarde. Arriver, l'arriver. Penser, la pensée. P-N-S-E acute E. Okay. With that, we are done with the third question, and now for the last one, let's do the fourth one. Okay. Faites selon les indications entre parenthèses. Tu m'attends, you must listen to me. Okay. Tu m'attends, you listen. Okay, yeah, you listen to me. Mete la frase al imperative. Okay, so what you're going to do is, first of all, put the verb first, remove the tu, and me, which is that listen to me, will go after the verb. Okay, so attends moi. And by the way, attendre is not a er verb. Okay, so don't drop the s. Attends moi. Okay, attends hyphen moi. Il part à l'heure dash. Il commence à pleuvoir. He left at the time it started to dash. It started to rain. Completely avec un pronom relative. He left at a time when it started to rain. Uh, or you cannot, there's no such word as where when in relative pronoun. Okay, because you cannot put that, you cannot put which it started to rain, or that it started to rain. He left at a time that it started to rain. No. He left at a time which it started to rain. No. He left at a time where it started to rain is what you can say. Okay, so not of which and of whom also you cannot say. Okay, even who it started to rain you cannot say. So only option is you're left with is who. Okay, so therefore it is he left at a time where it started to rain. He probably left at a place. That's why I see the translation is very important. Okay, so please translate and do it carefully. Okay, so next one, tu marches, you walk avec lenteur. Now this is replaced with the adverb, remplacer le mot souligné par un adverbe. So again, you know this, right? You have to make it feminine. Please remember, okay, adverbs, you have to make it feminine by adding e. Okay, and if it already has a e, then you don't add it. Okay, and there are some irregulars. Okay, so wherein you do not change anything, they have their own endings. Okay, so just add e and add ment. It's very simple as that. That's a general rule. Okay, so avec lenteur will become lentement, lentement. Simple as that. Okay, next one, remplacer les mots soulignés par un pronom. Il mettra un bouquet sur la tombe. He will put a bouquet on the tomb. Where will he put it? He will put it on it. Okay, on it is a destination because he will put it at the tomb. Now even if you say want to say bouquet la, he will put it there. No, that doesn't make sense. Sulatom is a destination. Okay, so please put y there. Ili metra a bouquet. Okay, he will put there a bouquet. Always check your answer. Okay, write and see if it still makes sense, whether the meaning of the sentence has changed or not. Okay, because the meaning of the sentence should not change. It just has to be replaced by a pronoun. That's all. Okay, next one. Je ne peux pas demeurer loin de toi. I don't want to leave too far from you. Okay, mettez la phrase au pluriel. Je will become nous, like it's written there. Ne will become no ni. Peu will become pouvons. Nous ne pouvons pas demeurer loin de vous. Loin de vous. Okay, c'est tout. That's all for this class. And have a nice day. Merci beaucoup. Okay, and I'll probably see you in the next class. Merci beaucoup at bienvenue. Okay, welcome for all those who said thank you to me. Bye.